So it is accepting whenever I run this code, build and run. So it is being executed, but I need to check back that because I have declared it as a integer. Okay, I have declared it as integer, and but I have stored one float number also. Let us check that. So if I want to access these number, all these that is what all these values, how to access? By indexing. How to access all values of a array. Okay, but how to access all values of a array one by one. So one by one, how to access? First of all, we need to understand that every value will be indexed. Values follow indexing. So values follow indexing means, try to understand, these are the values of array, integer values or float also. So every value indexing means first value will be started with indexing, like what commenting here. First start indexing 0 index, next 1 index, okay, index, like that. So this value position, its position is 0, next 1. So I am commenting here, positions I am mentioning here, indexing 0, this is 1 index, 2, okay, 15.5, okay, this is second index, and then this is third index. Okay, so normally the index will be the total length of values. How many values are there? 4 values are there. G1, 2, 3, 4. So the total values minus 1. So total values are 4 minus 1. So 3. So last index will be 3. Okay. So in the how to count indexing, so is equal total values minus 1. So total values are what? 1, 2, 3, 4. So total values are 4 minus 1 is equal to 3. So index, last index, how to count, how to find last index. So last index, total values minus 1. So last index is 3. So index starts from 0. Index starts from 0. Okay, index starts from 0. So last index will be how can we find the last index? Total value minus 1. So last index is 3. Index starts from 0, last index is 3. So by that we can find. And now how to access all values of array one by one. So we will use here for loop. Okay, so what is the syntax to write the for? Okay, brackets, inside of that we need to write int. Okay, int I is equal to 0. We need to set up the initial value of I. That is one condition we need to write. After that, termination. Int I is equal to 0. Then we need to write the condition I less than, okay, suppose how many values are there? 4 values are there. So less than 4, condition closed, incrementation I is equal to I plus 1. Every time increment will be 1. Okay, then this close. Now print f bracket I, okay, bracket close, termination. So now I have written this much of code to get the all the values int I termination. So by this code, what I have done, I want to access all values of array one by one. So first 10, then 15.5, 20, 15, like that. So whenever I have written this much of code, so let us see here this for loop, whether it is to be terminated. Okay, now what happened, try to understand. Here after this this flower brace, okay, first of all this is to be closed, then after flower brace, okay, under this flower brace this print function that is to be kept under this, okay, this is the syntax. But I told you that whenever we want to get whatever the value stored in any variable, so we need to use format specifier. I told you that. So you watch my video format specifier, how to get the print of different data types. At that moment we need to use format specifier. Here directly I have used I, so this is integer value. So here I need to use the format specifier. Always format specified will be start with the percentage, and if it is integer I need to I, otherwise D. So if I use I, but question what, here all values are not integer, one value is float, so the compiler will get confused. Why? Because we are stating that, okay, this variable x holding all the integer values, but float value I have used here. So let us check back that what will be happened here, what will be happened. Okay, now here this is x is what, our variable of array variable, this array variable holding multiple values. So now under this here I will pass square brackets. Under the square bracket I will be used. Why I have used this I will explain. Try to understand that. Okay, that is very important. For loop I have used, under this for loop 3 conditions I have written. Initially, why for loop will be used? For loop will be used to loop through every value. The for loop goes at first 0 index, because initially I have initialized the I value as 0. So for loop goes to first 0 indexing, and whatever the value is there, that value will be stored in I. Okay, initially I 0, so then 10 will be stored here. Now I is equal 10, I less than 4. I less than 4 means what? I initially set to 0, so 0 less than condition 4, so condition satisfying. Okay, I incremented I plus 0 plus 1, so 1, I become now 1. Now I will be printed. I value will be what? 10. Okay, the value will be 10. So the 10, this indicating the format specifier. Okay, this format specifier indicating that this x variable holds integer values, so that I will be printed. X array of I, x is the variable name, array name. Okay, and I, whatever the value I stores, that 10 that will be stored. Now I incremented to 1, so now 1 I, now 1 less than 4, condition satisfied. I incremented to 1 plus 1, 2. Now the value, whenever I is equal to 1, cursor goes to here, loop goes to here, this index, so 15.5, that will be stored in I. So like that, 1 by 1, whenever I becomes 3,